time now.
Yeah. Okay. I just wait for the announcement. Okay, yeah, it's announced. You can start.
Wait, what's the topic before I agree to judge?
Hakari versus Yuta.
Shinjuku,
I got Hakari.
Shinjuku, Hakari.
Ooh, I got.
All right. Yeah, you realize Hakari just stated to be stronger than Yuta?
When Yuta says that on a roll, he's stronger than
I
me.
can't hear you.
You talking about when Yuta says on a roll, he's stronger than me?
The multiple statements. Hold on. I'll just send them to you. And
And
then
all of them.
Yo,
Okay,
Because I
West,
just believe that.
close
Westbound.
my door. Close my door.
Nigga, I'm not in your house. What the fuck wrong with you, bro? Anyways, Westbound.
Yeah, what's up?
Why were they saying that you made Maya do the spider web, bro? Like, what the fuck's that?
Shinra, shut up.
I'm sorry, bro.
What is that?
Wait, is that chill or infinity, bro? I can't tell.
There.
That's the infinity, bro.
The infinity gave the deck.
Can someone please send the scans? It's a databook scan. It's a referential thing that Megumi makes, and Yuta stating it
He's just
himself.
talking about the week. He's just talking about the weekly Shonen Jump.
Like the three I mentioned. Can someone please send those scans?
Okay, so the weekly Shonen Jump, the one where Yuta just states it in
Whoa,
series.
whoa! I didn't even send the scans yet to make my argument. Relax. Slow your roll. Can someone please
Wait,
send
no,
those
but
scans
I already
first?
understand like the overarching part of your argument.
Yeah, no, I need to see the scans because I haven't seen the scans yet. I just know of their
Send the scans
existence.
to you one sec.
All right, thank you.
Like, guy doesn't think I've already foresaw this.
This is the only argument for him.
It's foreseen, by the way.
Thank you, Shinra. Penantic Bear. All right, send in scans chat, please. Send all the scans I mentioned.
Okay, bet one sec.
Why are you letting him order you around, bro?
Because I
It has been that appears to be one of the scans. Yes.
Okay. I just let anybody else in the scans because.
Because nobody tells you what to do. Let that nigga know!
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is WSJ. Is that WSJ? I'm not sure. Okay, so.
And I need TCB translations, please.
Okay, before participating in the color game, the two heads of India carry. Third yes unit currently suspended to carry strength. His abilities are said to surpass even a close season in a row.
Okay, so basically, hold on. I need to make my argument. You're like precog, bro. Slow down, Riz. I need to make my argument, man. I need the Yuta statement where Yuta states it, and then where Megumi states it to Yuji. Like those three statements in scans chat as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
As soon as possible.
Please, I need those scans. Wait, hold on. I can help you guys. I have one of the scans.
Ever remember where Megumi says it to Yuji? I remember when Yuta says it to Yuji. Yeah, you can send that.
It's when they're going to go meet up with Hakari, you dumb bitch, idiot boy.
Hey!
What's
Shinra,
that?
you don't have to be so mean to Rizzhan. You don't have to let him know how much of an
All I said
idiot
is that I
he
don't remember it happening. I never affirmed that it didn't happen. So if I don't remember something, like, it doesn't really mean anything.
Maybe.
For 8 years. One sec. I'm at Hercules.
When he gets worked up, he's stronger than I am. His abilities are stated to surpass Akotsu's when he's on a roll. And the last one, the Megumi statement, and then I can finally make my argument. Please and thank you. I'm not seeing the third Megumi scan. I need that Megumi scan drop, please, as soon as possible.
What scan do you need?
Where Megumi also references it. He says this guy's stronger than Yuta.
I don't remember Megumi ever saying
Actually,
that.
wait. Okay.
All tapped out.
All right, bro. Forget about it. No, Infinity. I'm a man of conviction. I'm gonna use that skin. I'm not a bitch.
Don't use that scan, bro. You already told him. Don't use that scan.
I'm not worried.
Look, like, this is really easy to, like, defeat, like, anyways.
All right, I'll just be making my argument now. So yeah, basically Yuta
Can I
just
ask a
thinks this
question?
guy's stronger. Hold on, Yuta just thinks this guy's stronger than him. Then the data book reinforces this idea, stating that his abilities are just stated to surpass Okotu's, and then on top of that, just we can also analytically derive the fact that Hakari would be able to out-hacks him in the sense that he would just outlast him with his jackpot technique. With
Okay.
that, he can gain invisibility for, hold on, he can gain invisibility for a total of 4 minutes and 11 seconds, during which the theme song Private Pure Love Train plays. Oh, the theme song of Private Pure Love
But
Train
we don't
plays.
need all this babble.
And hold on, I'm not done yet. Not done yet.
I know the theme song, bro. We don't need the theme song, bro. Just
During which, hold on, no, because I gotta get into my mode, bro. I gotta get into Hikari sphere, bro. I gotta really feel how Hikari's feeling. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
can't
yeah.
like then get a job then. Like what the fuck?
All right, can someone
exactly.
mute this guy? Like, please.
So keep him unmuted.
Dude,
Anyway, as I was saying,
Woody, 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 Woody.
what the fuck? Anyway, bruh. Anyway, so we would just have multiple forms of instantiation in which we can derive the conclusion that Hikaru would have a higher probability of beating Yuta than Yuta would of beating him. What's your response? Go.
Yeah, so I have like two main responses. The first response is just Yuta gets stronger since tap 250, where the statement's actually made, and where, for example, Weekly Sun and Jump actually just reinforce the statement. And I don't even believe that like it's reinforcement in the sense that they're just like making another claim identical to it. They don't make the same claim identical to it. All they say is that it is said that Akutsu is weaker than Hikari when Hikari is in jackpot or when Hikari is on a roll. So they're just repeating what Yuta said, but it's not like an identical claim. And so like in the sense what in the type of way that you're trying to say like they're reinforcing the statement, I don't really think they're reinforcing the statement in that sense. I just think again like they're just saying something that was already said in the manga. And then also Yuta just gets stronger since then. He just gets stronger since tap 250. To just give you a list of all the abilities that he gains since tap 250, he gains Sky he gains. I'm gonna meet this guy. He gains Juice Technique. Um, he
Can you
gains the
repeat that?
ability.
Sorry. You like, hold on. I didn't hear that last bit you just said.
Yeah. So to give a list of all the abilities that Yuta gains since tap 250, he gains Sky Manipulation. He gains Juice Technique. He gains Jekka's Ladder,
Who?
and then he also technique the ability to make Rika
Wait.
himself a
Did
little
anybody
easier.
hear that? Like he cut off, didn't he? Like wallah, he cut off.
Yo, Nani, bro.
Who's
Juice
1v1.
Technique.
Yeah,
Jews?
hard. You keep going.
Dru- I'll just type out in chat.
Please, bro. Who is Jew?
Druve. He
Who?
gains Druve.
Druve?
Druve's technique.
Oh, okay. Drew's technique. Okay.
Yeah, he gains Druve's technique. He gains Jacob's ladder. He gains sky manipulation. He gains Reggie's technique, which is basically precog. And then he also gains the better barrier technique. It stated that during the month before Shinjuku, Yuta improved his barrier techniques, so he's able to do something called the basketball domain, which Gojo does, and he's also able to change like the coordinates of his domain. And then also it's just stated that Yuta got, better C control, better C accuracy, which all tie into efficiency. And then it's also implied that Yuta's reinforcement might have also improved during the 1 month. So, like, yeah, even if I grant that the statement is true for that specific Yuta, I don't understand why it would extend to the Yuta that we see in Shinjuku. And then also, I don't understand why, Yuta stating that Hikari is stronger than him couldn't just be indexed to the fact that Yuta is trying to hype these guys up or to try and like convince these guys to actually go for Hikari. Because remember, at this point, Yuji is not convinced that they should actually go and find Hikari because that was his mission, obviously, to find Hikari. So Yuta just trying to convince him to find Hikari. So and then also like Maki just disagrees with the statement on panel. It's like, hey, you can give your response.
All right. You claim Yuta gets stronger. Prove that. Well, I mean, I guess you justified through many means, like within your little explanation. Yeah, you don't believe it's reinforcement. I think it's reinforcement, and I do agree that it's not some like identical claim. But I don't think there's a problem with it like referencing something while also giving some other lens. This other lens that I'm trying to attribute to this statement is, I guess, just like some other account. that would solidify it, right? So like one person can say, "Oh yeah, I think this. I think this." Then another statement where it's like the narrator, or I guess a third party, would just be like, "Yeah, he would just he just said to be this thing," or I want to give you information about this guy, and the other person, for as we know, like at this point, it would truth check. That other perspective would just serve as a means to raise probability for this statement actually like truth tracking, I guess. Well, I mean, forget what I said earlier about presupposing a truth tracks, but reinforcing the probability that truth tracks because of this other perspective, even while it's I guess being this referential thing, right? On top of that, I also want to address you say that he gains all of these abilities. I need you to prove that. You also bring up his domain techniques. So I need you to prove that as well. Send the scans for all of that. The change coordinates thing, I don't really see that as something that would improve his ability to win in a fight or his stats meaningfully. I already brought up this hack thing, and I said like this is my main win con, right? I don't care if like this guy gains new abilities, right? If you can't prove that these abilities are like meaningful or like conducive to the idea that Yuta can overall beat Hakari, right, or outweigh the means in which I state that Hakari can beat Yuta, then like these are completely fine, right? I just
Okay,
don't think
yeah.
it's like some relevant. Hold on, I just don't think it's some relevant thing if we're like analytically deriving the means in which Hakari beats him, right? Prove the reinforcement thing. You said it was implied, and also you said C output proves C output. I need you to prove that as
Good
well.
output.
Also prove the correlation to efficiency. That's a claim you made. And also, I for this last thing you said, I don't think he wants to hype him up. I don't see that as this. Within the statement, he's actually like warning them and is telling them that there's a very good chance that they can fight this guy. So they should have like some sort of gauge of how strong this guy is, right? And we actually see when they get in there that they end up fighting this guy because he finds out that they're these jujutsu high school informants, and he finds out, and they know that if he finds out that they're spies from jujutsu, then it would follow that they would get into some sort of altercation. So it's not hyping them up. We can see that that's not very consistent with Yuta's disposition. And also another thing I wanted to bring up for the reinforcement claim. This is also a claim from narrative coherence, right? It doesn't make sense for this data book to be referencing this claim without it having any sort of reason or believing that this thing is false. And also, just to respond to the thing you said about Maki, right? We have reason to say that Maki, like, would have some sort of bias, I guess. I just interpret that as her like, the halo effect. She's in love with Yuta. Um, Yuta really wants to. I guess Yuta's a super hot guy to where like we can see multiple instances in the anime and the manga where she's just like blushing. They end up getting married and having 2 children, right? So like clearly there would be like some sort of thing skewing it, and then also there would be the case that during the Goodwill event, Maki, uh, like that's the last time she really saw anything of Maki, saw anything of Hikari. As far as we know, I'd have to question the extent of her knowledge on Hikari. It seems more so the case that she has a lot of knowledge on Yuta. I don't know how strong she would think Hikari is. This is like Joss saying that Gizbob is like top 1 debater when he got absolutely fucked on by Godly, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
respond to all of that. Go.
Yeah, I understand the response. Okay, so some of the scans that I need to send is just when Yuta uses Jekyll's ladder on Sukuna, when Yuta uses Drew's technique on Sukuna, when Yuta uses sky manipulation on Sukuna, Thin Icebreaker, then he also uses it on Ryu. I also need to send a scan where Gojo talks about Yuta improving his C control and C accuracy, and then I also need you to send a scan where uh, I also need you to send the scan where um, Sukuna implies that because the Jujutsu Sorcerer's reinforcement has improved, Yuta will be the main dish. And also, Westbound, you mistracked. I never talked about C output. I just said C accuracy and C control in its relation to C efficiency. I think C control and C accuracy obviously related to efficiency because the more you're able to control something that's flowing around your body, or just the more you're able to control a specific substance, the less you're going to waste when you're actually able to control like this substance. Which is why Gojo just talks about his C accuracy and C control. So yeah, he can send the scans, and I'm only gonna give my response when all the scans are sent. So yeah.
Okay, that's completely fine. Also, yeah, it doesn't. Sorry, like I must have misheard you. Like C output, C accuracies. Same thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to give the full response until all the scans are sent. Or I can send
Yeah,
them
that's fine.
myself. So,
Yeah, okay. We can wait for all of them to get sent.
Yuta. Okay. I went in scan chat. Oh yeah, he sent the Drew's technique. He also sent Gojo talking about Yuta's C accuracy and C control.
Wait, hold on. My laptop's not loading.
And then he also sent the one where, yeah, he also sends one where Gojo talks about his curse energy being all over the place.
Okay. And like, while you're giving your explanation, please go scan by scan.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Then I also send the barrier technique one. Here's all I need to send. Oh yeah, I'm also just gonna explain how the whole him getting more ability just ties into him winning the fight. And also like for the barrier coordinates thing, the barrier coordinates thing was just something or like an example of him being able to improve his barrier techniques. And him two things, namely the barrier coordinates thing, and also the fact that he can create the basketball domain, which is stated to help you in domain clashes. It strengthens your barrier. It just is advantageous to you in domain clashes. Yuta might have a domain clash with Hakari. They both have domains. So yeah. Once all the scans are sent. Okay, yeah, Slammer also sent the two of the scans I was looking for. Look like, and then also to quickly make a note on the thing about Maki. The thing about Maki was just like to call into like a question whether like this statement is absolute, like whether there's just nuance to the statement, and also like for the thing about Yuji like possibly having to fight Akari, you can go ahead and prove that. Yuta is like you can go ahead and prove that Yuta is like trying to give them information about a possible fight with Hakari. I think all he's trying to do is motivate Yuji to actually find Hakari because Yuji's whole mission is just to find Hakari and recruit him for the playing game, which is stated multiple times. For the disposition thing, yeah, I agree that Maki likes Yuta, but I don't understand why Maki liking Yuta means that she's going to display these types of biases with Yuta. I mean, Maki literally admits that Yuta loses to Kenjaku, even though we see Yuta beat Kenjaku. She admits that Yuta loses to Kenjaku. She admits that Yuta shouldn't go out to fight Maharaga. He just should stay out of the whole like fight. Uh, she also thinks that she also thinks that she should have gone to fight Kenjaku instead of Yuta. So yeah, I don't understand like why Maki having like this type of love for Yuta means that like there's any type of bias introduced. In fact, it would make Maki more hard on Yuta because Maki doesn't want to see Yuta get like hurt or anything like that. She don't want to see she doesn't want to see Yuta get hurt. She wants the best for Yuta, and obviously wanting the best for somebody and being biased towards them seem to be like these like
Wait, can you repeat the last thing you just said? I had to.
I said
Sorry.
Maki's going to want the best for you too. I think all the scans that I need to send are sent, so I can just go by through like the explanation for all of these if you want me to.
I mean, yeah, you're just gonna have to start from the top. But
Okay, yeah. So
give
with
me a
Jekyll's
moment.
ladder, okay, yeah, okay. So Jekyll's ladder was actually just going to be the win con. The scan's right there, like right there. Like he uses Jekyll's ladder on Sukuna. I think it's going to be the win con because uh Yuta Jekyll's ladder or like just technique extinguishment in general, which he copied from Hana, is stated to be able to extinguish any curse technique, any cursed object, anything like that. It's able to extinguish it. If Yuta tags Akari with Jekyll's ladder, then it should uh, annihilate his the jackpot technique that he's using or the jackpot that he's using. which would mean that Hakari would basically be defenseless, and Yuta can make it the Shohei of his domain. We know that Yuta is able to make any of his copy techniques the Shohei of his domain. I mean that he can just make Jekyll's Ladder the Shohei of his domain. Yep. If he can make it the Shohei of his domain, then Hakari won't be able to escape it. If Hakari can't escape it, then he'll just get hit. Jekyll's Ladder will just extinguish Jackpot. If extinguishes Jackpot, then Yuta and Rika can just go up to Hakari, slice his hands off, enable that Hakari's not able to use domain, and he wouldn't be able to heal via RCT because he can only heal when he actually gets the effect in his domain. And so yeah, that would just be a win con for Yuta and Rika, and then I'll just go through the other scans really, really quickly. I'll also send this scan as well. One sec. So a scan where obviously just Sukuna's getting sliced by Yuta with Drew's technique. You can select the Shikigami. So yeah, he copied Drew's technique. And then there's a scan where Gojo just says, "You might have been born even more blessed than me. It'd be pretty lame if you didn't take advantage of it. First things to take care of."
Which statement says that?
Yeah, look, checking scan sites, the third scan. In like the box of scans. It says, "You might have been born even more blessed than me. It'd be pretty lame if you didn't take advantage of it. First things to take care of, your sloppy cuss energy control. I've been on your ass about that, haven't I?"
That is not. Wait, which one are you? Are you talking about the we cheated one? Which can you reply to this
I'm
again?
not
I'm
talking
not.
about the we cheated thing. Scroll up and look at the box of scans.
Okay, yeah, I'm like questioning which one you're talking about in specific because you just sent a new scan just now, and I thought that's what you were referencing. But if you're
I'm not
referencing
talking
something else,
about those ones. I said scroll up, look at the box of scans.
okay, I know you just said that after I asked for clarification.
Yeah, yes. Okay, that's fine. We've gotten the clarification. Don't interrupt me. Uh, so yeah, God just makes note of Yuta's curse energy control, and curse energy accuracy. And then he also says like in the other scan, your curse energy is all over the place. That's because the Kabe-san not said anything about that. It's pretty tough on you, Yuta. It's kind of hurtful that he's only tough on you actually. It's like yeah, this just means that Yuta most likely in this month improved his C control, C accuracy, because obviously Gojo is giving him an incentive to do this. So if Gojo's giving him an incentive to do this, and he needs to do this in order to ensure that he can beat Kenjaku and Sukuna, he would do this and improve his C control and C accuracy. Then uh, for the other scan, that's just him using Jekyll's ladder, so I don't need to go up um, around that. And then Yuta just states that during or doing switch training with Gojo Sensei allowed me to elevate my barrier techniques too. Taking Sukuna's fatigue into account, I should be able to stall the domain for 3 minutes like Gojo Sensei did. So him just saying that he got better barrier techniques. The other scan just says, looks like his ability to use cursed energy to strengthen his body isn't the only thing that's improved. I suppose this means that the cursed brat will be my main dish. So Sukuna thinks that based off of Yudi's improvements, Yuta would have improved. Now this is reinforced with what we actually see, with what Sukuna actually asks them inside the domain. So after Yuta shows up, he says it's not just because of my diminished cursed energy output from the fight with Satoru Gojo
Which
either.
statement is that?
The last scan. All the sorcerers that have shown up from Jujutsu High have extremely tight defenses, and then there's the Brat's reverse curse technique, not to mention this domain itself. It's the hit effect narrow to apply to myself and only me. He was capable of this from the beginning. Something like this requires a very sophisticated barrier technique. What have you all been up to this past month? Hard work and determination. And he says, we cheated. So this just implies that Yuta and Yuji have improved in this month, have gotten stronger in this month, which again just reduces like the claim about Hakari being stronger than Yuta at chapter 250, like the credibility of that claim actually applying to the current Yuta that we see. And for like the whole reinforcement thing, I don't understand why it would actually just be a probability raiser. Like yeah, I can give you an example. It's like for why it wouldn't be a probability raiser. If somebody says, "Oh yeah, Goku's the strongest person in Dragon Ball." And then I say, it said that Goku's the strongest person in Dragon Ball. If I say it said that Goku's the strongest person in Dragon Ball, that has nothing to do with what I actually like believe. I'm not like expressing a belief about Goku being stronger. I'd only, think it would be probability raising if this guy is like expressing a belief that uh uh Goku is actually stronger, or in this case that Hakari is actually stronger. But they're not expressing a belief about Hakari being stronger. They're just expressing a statement about a claim that was made in the series. So it's repeating a claim that was made in the series by referencing it. So again, I'm unclear why it would raise the probability of the claim just because it's referencing. So you're gonna have to prove that. But yeah, I'm done.
Sorry,
You can
I'm just
respond now.
finishing up. Yeah, I'm just finishing up my notes. Okay. All right. So again, I just gonna say this. I don't think he wants to hype them up. He wants to warn them, and then you asked me to prove that he wants to warn them. I would just be making some sort of inductive case here, right? He wants to fight, or he knows that they're gonna confront Hakari. Megumi at that time, somebody can send the scan where he's talking to Yuji before the fact, right? How they have to infiltrate this thing. He knows that Hakari was excommunicated from Jujutsu Society. This is just like common verse knowledge. Like, can someone please send the scans for this? I'll continue on after those scans are sent. Of Megumi saying that they have to infiltrate. You like just them talking about infiltrating. Infiltrating Hakari's little fight club or whatever. Yeah.
Yo, West, what scan do you want to get?
I didn't ask you.
So what scan was it?
I already told Sama he's sending it.
Yeah, give me a sec. Hold on, give me a sec. Wait, is it this one? Hold on.
Yeah, I'll send it to. I think I have it.
Just give me a minute.
Thank you.
Give me a second, bro.
I'm gonna preempt. I'm actually gonna preempt some scans.
No,
Oh,
you're not
shit.
going to.
Oh, this nigga's
I'm
horrible.
gonna
So
preempt.
it's my
I'm
turn.
preempting scans.
Moderation.
I'm not gonna speak while I'm sending the scans. I'm just gonna.
I
send
don't
the scans
care.
instead.
It's not your turn.
I'm sending the scans anyway. So.
I don't care. It's not your turn. Let me read these. What do you mean Hakari was suspended? Yeah. Who knows? No, he's also, if he knows what he may just.
I'm gonna preempt some scans.
Senpai said that Hakari's stronger than him.
Make extinguishment. Second. Yep, I have it here.
Yeah, those scans just work. So yeah, basically just using the surrounding context, we can then, okay, let me read this. Since you're looking, it seems like nullification of curse techniques, seals and barrier techniques.
There's another scan for this. It's not the only one. One sec. Bro, Jack ladder isn't a clan technique. Bama, just send the scan for when 10 against their side just like eradicates or nullifies any curse technique.
Okay, I read what you said. Anyway, yeah, I don't really think that matters. Workers thing you can extinguish. Okay, I don't care. So yeah, I'm just gonna get into the rest of what I was saying. Right. Again, the thing you said about efficiency, I don't think those are some one-to-one correlations. The more you're able to control, the less you're going to waste. I don't see that as some relationship. You'd have to justify that. And whatever you said didn't. You can still waste more while having different ways of using it, right? So I just see this thing as, yes, he uses cursed energy. He can like maybe move his arm up and down. Now he can move his arm side to side, but I would still have energy consumption that uses mechanism X that would dictate the amount of energy that's used for that scenario, right? So
Yeah,
just
can
me
you repeat what
doing
you said?
action wire, me able. Hold on, let me finish. So me just
Nah,
being
I
able
need
to
to.
do.
I need to hear what you said at the start. I need you to repeat what you said.
Okay, I'll repeat
You
what I
started
said. That's
mentioning
fine.
variables.
Yeah, if you didn't hear it, that's fine. Yep. So the thing you said about efficiency, I don't see that as some sort of correlation. You can still waste more while having different ways of using it. So like I can move my arm up and down, I can move my arm side to side, right? These are different mechanisms, or these are me able to use my arm in different ways. That doesn't mean that my energy output or the energy efficiency would change at all just because I'm able to do more actions. It just seems to be more of a arsenal thing or an increase of my capabilities rather than me having some energy efficiency increase. Right. There would also be this other thing that I would say just to help you rationalize this and also some like external justification. For energy we would use mechanism X, right? You know, developing ATP, so we can move our arms. When we move our arms, we use biomechanical mechanism Y, which would be external to the actual energy making mechanism because we're using our muscles. The muscles are powered by the ATP, right? But just because I can get my muscles stronger doesn't mean that when I'm doing an action, that it necessarily means them, or not even necessarily that it's like likely to increase uh, the chance of me having less energy wasted there, right? The next thing I want to bring up. Next thing I wanted to bring up, right? Uh, for the domain, I don't I don't really see this as something that matters. He does switch training with Gojo. I just see this as him going into Gojo's body, learning the mechanisms of his domain and getting better at using Gojo's domain. Let me read this scan actually. Uh, Doing switch training with Gojo Sensei. That's just like I just interpret that as him getting used to Gojo's body and being able to elevate his techniques. Within his body, right? Because he's obviously this manga is an art form. The text is going to be referential
Lagging out.
to.
Lagging out. Can you repeat what you said? I'm gonna send this scan because I need to like understand.
You're sending a lot of scans. I didn't ask you to send anything yet, so.
I'm just preempting the
Yeah,
scans
I'm
because
just
I'm gonna.
dismissing all of these.
Yeah.
I'm just dismissing all of these.
Well, no, I'm gonna
Um,
wait. You can't just dismiss them like that if I'm gonna give the argument
yeah,
later.
okay, you can give the
I'm
argument
gonna get
later. I
the
don't care.
scan for UD saying that he
Yeah,
improved his
I
barrier
don't
technique.
care. I don't care. I don't
Wait,
care. I
wait,
don't
scan
care.
for the UD scan.
Okay, you can say it in chat. It's my turn to speak. What's wrong with you?
Anyways, yeah, you Simon get the UD scan.
Okay, okay, it's my turn to speak. Like, if you can't track what I'm saying, you don't need to do these like techniques so you can get me to slow down, so you can start understanding, right? Um,
No.
and it'd be within your interest to actually listen to what I'm saying and not try and precog
Maybe.
arguments, right? Because if
I'm
you
not
just
pre-calling
mistrack all of
anything.
this, you lose the debate. So yeah, you can shut up.
No, 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 no.
Anyway,
I'm not pre-calling anything. Anyways, my
yeah,
bad.
I don't. Yeah, stop talking.
Maybe.
Right?
Okay. Yes.
Can you get muted, please? I don't like.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna send this in scan set.
Yeah, I don't care. Send whatever you want. Like you just haven't responded to a lot. By the way, like we could conclude right now and you'd lose. You haven't responded to 3 points I made, and I can list them all to the judge after the
Yeah,
debate. So yeah, no,
that's
no, like
fine.
don't worry about it. Like we can conclude right after this. No matter what, no matter what response you give, like we can just conclude. By the way, like you haven't responded to enough.
Yeah, I'm saying. I'm trying to
No, like right after we go over the Hana thing. So yeah, you can shut up. You can shut your mouth.
maybe.
Anyway, yeah, I know
Alright,
you're
my
sorry.
turn.
So I give my justification for the domain thing. I explained the differences, the alternate interpretations. Uh, anyway, next thing, I'd like you to prove all the things. Oh, you asked me to prove all the things related to Maki, right? The things for Maki. Can someone just send the scans, please, of Maki using the what's it called? Maki using like Maki being in love with like Maki blushing with him, like being around him. And then I'm just gonna get into arguing against your reasoning, like against what I'm saying. Right? Obviously, you can say that she would still have her best interest and chance in mind, and she can like say that he lost to Kusuke. By the way, I need you to prove all the claims you made about Maki, all the scans that you quoted with Maki. You you said the Kusakabe, not the Kusakabe. What's his name? Ghetto, the guy that got in Ghetto's body. Kenjaku. Yes, hit that guy. Prove all the things you said about him related to Kenjaku. Prove like her making these statements against Yuta. But regardless, this just absolutely doesn't respond to the thing I said. Infinity, you can hear in the recording. This absolutely does not respond to the other thing I said about Maki, which is the bounds, right, and the limitations of, the bounds and limitations. So we can just do that next. Let me look at my notes. Yes. Again, you did send justification. I wrote this while you were making the claim. You did give justification for why like he can extinguish domains. Or I guess like why it would work on domains. I like, can you prove that it can be used on something that is stronger? Also, something that I would like to ask you is how many times can he actually use Hannah's technique? If he's not able to use it to any relevant extent, or like if it's like just some like one-time thing, that's completely fine, right? I don't really care, right? It also, I don't you made a claim that it extinguishes Jackpot. I don't see it as something that can extinguish Jackpot. Jackpot is just a consequence of his cursed technique. It just gives him more cursed energy. We can see that when Jacob's Ladder is used on Sukuna's cursed energy just doesn't deplete from his body. So if we know it's just like this unlimited cursed energy, you'd kind of have to be hard pressed to prove that the actual technique is something that is getting extinguished. Right. Not the actual technique, the actual cursed energy that's getting extinguished, as I've already made the argument for it just being this consequent. Right. Next, he asks him to get cursed energy control. Okay, yeah. Again, you use this thing that, this raises likelihood for him, like training this thing, right? Again, like I don't really care for why this would, like, this isn't something that is necessarily conducive to like him being a car or like him being a win con. This doesn't respond to the the information that we analytically derived. What it sounds like right now is that you're making a bunch of arguments that you have already prepared because you are not capable of spontaneous argumentation. So in doing these things, you are not actually responding to my arguments, and you are just regurgitating what you've already written down in some scripts or whatever you're saying,
I'm not even
right? And
taking
that's why
any
you're
notes.
also
I'm not even
pre-prepared.
writing
Let me
anything down.
finish. And that's why you're also pre-preparing arguments, because you don't actually intend to respond to anything I'm saying. You just intend to make your own arguments that you've like again, like I've already thought of before the debate, and I don't care for that. That's completely
That's fine.
fine. Yeah, I know that's fine because I know exactly what you're doing. Like I'm cold reading the shit out of you, like Rizzhan. You think you're slick. Anyway, next thing I was bringing up, right? I don't
Your
see
train of thought.
why this would also be. Hold on. I don't see why this would be like some meaningful thing. Going on to the next scan you were talking about, I'll read it. It is. It'd be pretty lame. Yeah, he was just born with more cursed energy. Okay, I respond to that Gojo thing. Next, your cursed energy is all over the place, Yuta. And then, oh yeah, and also on top of that, I also even have to question whether or not this is something to take seriously, because they know that Gojo is just hard on Yuta in particular. He knows that he has this level of or whatever, or he thinks very highly of Yuta. He thinks Yuta's one of the strongest, right? So he would just set expectations for Yuta as this sort of foil of his character. That's completely fine. I don't care for that, right? That doesn't mean he actually thinks he's like incredibly inefficient, or he thinks, or these not he thinks like he can think these things. I'm just saying that his thoughts are skewed. I'm saying what's actually true on the matter, the reality of the situation. I'd have to question whether or not it's actually true, because of this characteristic thing. And then we can even see that Yuta just performs in these ways. Also, hold on, let me read this. Maximum output, Jacob's ladder. Okay, I don't really care. Again, I don't really care for what you said earlier about Yuta, like his barrier techniques like being stronger. I don't care. That doesn't even prove that his domain would be something that would like overtake. Hagar, you made the claim that his domain would be stronger. I need you to prove that. right?
I never said Yuta's domain would be stronger than Hakari's.
Oh, then what did you say? Complex? What did you say?
Nope.
That would be
No, all I said
meaningless.
was that Yuta's. Oh no, all I said was that Yuta's domain would be stronger, like his barrier would be stronger, meaning that
So
he'd be
what
able
I
to hold.
just said, you retard.
No, I said I never said it was stronger than
Okay.
Hakari's. I just
Oh
said it was
no, I never said that
stronger.
it was stronger. I just said that it was stronger.
Okay. One instance, you're making a claim relative to another character. I'm just making a claim not relative to another character. I'm just saying it's gotten stronger. I'm not saying it's gotten stronger
Yes,
than Hakari.
it's gotten okay. Yeah, his technique has gotten stronger. I don't care. Yeah, so I'm asking you, if this is the case, I need you to give some sort of justification as to why it would like give him the edge if we've already derived analytically how strong Hakari is in comparison to Yuta, like what his whole technique is based on barrier, right? If you say something mean to Rizzhan again, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. That's the last time I'm gonna say anything mean to Rizzhan. Anyway, right, as I was saying about Yuta, uh, I don't really care. Like this isn't something that will take him over the edge. We know that Hakari's main source of power, how he gets stronger actually, is just through his domain. Or not through his domain. That's like the whole crux of his technique. So that's obviously going to be, or not obviously, it's going to lend credence to the idea that that is the thing that he's going to practice and refine the most. So even if you to like trains his barrier techniques, or you can try and say some sort of overall curse technique thing, even if I were to steel man all of that, that doesn't really matter because the main the means in which is relevant to me is his domain, and then we also know that his domain can also be used multiple times. Next, right, you say that mm, oh yeah, the cursed energy control. Yeah, I questioned all of this.
Yeah,
Right.
you already.
We saw. Hold on. Wait. No. I'm talking about the actual cursed energy control because this is a second argument. Because one, you made the claim about them getting stronger, and then you made a secondary argument about his cursed energy output also increasing as a result of, or his cursed energy
I never said
control increasing as a result of this. Right.
I
Okay.
never said
Yeah.
output. Oh my god.
Okay. Control efficiency. I don't care. Control. Do you like? Are you happy? Shut your mouth.
I'm not making a claim about output. I just don't want you to
Okay.
make
You're not
evident
making
that.
a claim about output. Okay. Control isn't relevant. Right. And also that doesn't prove like he gets better with his cursed energy control because we see the means in which the training is done. So I don't see that as something that's conducive to the idea that the cursed energy control would be something that increases. And also, I doubt the relevance of cursed energy control. Also, the main dish statement. This is the main thing I wanted to get into. Let me read this.
Where
Oh
it's
no,
like
yeah, I suppose this means. Hold on. Looks like his ability to use cursed energy to strengthen his body isn't the only thing that improved. I suppose this means that this cursed bright will be my main dish. Perhaps I can have a little fun with him. But what is this irritating feeling? Okay. It's not just the brat. They've all leveled up their fundamentals and cursed energy strengthening. On top of that, while not to the degree of domain amplification, uh, that simple domain seems to weaken my technique. Messing. Mm-hmm. Is this including Yuta? I like. I'd even have to question
I
whether or
didn't
not.
reference that. No, Sama sent that scan. I didn't reference that scan, so I don't care about that scan.
Okay, so I don't. Okay, so okay, I just saw that scan. Like, if you didn't reference it, that's completely fine.
I'm
I
only
thought you were
referencing
just
it
using
because
that to. Okay, I just wanted to make sure if it was the case that I might have missed something that I wanted to respond to something like this, especially if you're using it to raise credence of the idea that Yuta himself improved in cursed energy
can I ask a
strengthening.
question?
Yeah, I know.
When I
We
want to
don't
just
make.
ask.
Did you? I don't even think you referenced the we cheated thing. By the way.
Yanni, join in Sendai. We're about to run some
Uh,
JS.
All right, bet.
If you don't think I, if I do, if you don't think
Anyway,
I referenced the we cheat, if you don't
okay.
think we referenced
If you
the we
don't
cheat,
make, if I don't
fine.
make direct contact, okay. It's not just because of my diminished curse energy output from the fragments and all this. I have extremely tight, and then there's the Brat's curse technique, reverse curse, and not to mention this domain itself, its sure hit effect, narrow to apply to myself, only me. Something like this requires a very sophisticated barrier technique. Okay, you can call his barrier technique like something that's sophisticated. I don't think that this is like exclusive to Hakari, or like this is something that is not within Hakari's scope of domain techniques. Again, like I already gave the argument for Hakari's domain being something that is Impressive
Because
and is being something that is focused on. All right, next. I know you're unclear on the Hakari thing. Again, one, the referential argument. You didn't respond to it. Mostly, you didn't respond to it. Mostly. So yeah, we can just move past that completely. You're very unclear. You're very confused on that. And then again, I think I already brought up the Jacob's ladder thing. I just want you to go in more in depth on the Jacob's ladder thing, and then I also want to get a time check. So 3:08, it's 3:53. We have about
have like
10 minutes left, Rizzhan. So how do you want to do this?
you said that after I gave my response, we can conclude, and I'm completely fine with that. So yeah, we can do
Well,
that.
if you slip something in, then I'll have to respond to it.
That's
So
fine.
if you don't make it like any new arguments, I'll respond to. If you don't say anything new, we can conclude. But if you do make new arguments, this will like go on. So how do you want to like reduce this to, like 2 minute, and then we just like fire back and forth like really quick after you give your response right now?
Okay. So you finished, completely finished, or anything else you want to say?
Yeah, you
I'm
can
just
go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume you finished. Okay, it's like we can start off with the whole Hikari encounter thing. Like the scans that Sam sent and the scans that you invoked basically just disprove your point. And because like then in nowhere in that scan do they actually talk about them having like a physical encounter with Hikari. In fact, they hint towards Hikari actually running away if Yuji and Megami actually approach him. So instead of them having like this physical confrontation or physical encounter, they actually say that he could run away if they come. And they also say that the reason why they might not be able to get close to Hikari isn't actually because of any like aggressive factor about Hikari or Hikari's strength. They say it's because of Kiara's curse technique. Now they say that Kiara's curse technique operates similar to Infinity, where it allows or where it disallows certain people to be in that area. Right. So if again the reason why they can't get close to Kari, they don't want to get close to Kari, isn't actually because of his strength, but just because of the fact that Kiara has a curse technique, and they allude to him actually running away instead of him actually wanting to have a direct encounter. This just supports my point that the whole Yuta statement made before wasn't in reference to them having a physical encounter, or it wasn't used for them to actually have like a good gauge or accurate gauge of strength. It was used to encourage Yuji to give his incentive to actually find him, because again, Yuji's whole plan, or what they assigned Yuji with, or Yuji's goal is to go ahead and actually find Hikari for the culling game. They need to recruit Hikari for the culling game. So yeah, that's Yuji's whole goal. What else do you say? So we talked about then the whole Jacob's ladder thing. Uh, so the whole jackpot thing, I take jackpot to be a part of his curse technique. You said that the jackpot was just the infinite curse energy. That's not what jackpot is. Jackpot is the cause of the infinite curse energy. So him being in jackpot allows him to have infinite curse energy, but they're identical. We also know that there are other effects of jackpot. Number one, they state that like jackpot is like automatic and reflexive. So it does like reverse curse technique for him automatically. It like like just heals certain parts of his body for him automatically. So like jackpot's more of like this automatic thing. Um so I don't need to make the claim that Jekyll's ladder extinguishes the cursed energy, because because there's nothing to prove that jackpot is identical to the infinite cursed energy. No, infinite cursed energy is just an effect of jackpot. And obviously, if X is an effect of Y, X can't be identical, because causation is reflexive, irreflexive. Sorry. So, yeah, if X is an effect of Y, they can't be identical. So jackpot has a multitude of these effects, such as it being automatic, such as it having automatic RCT, and such as it granting you infinite cursed energy. Which would mean that, which just supports credence to the claim that yes, jackpot is actually just a part of Hakari's curse technique. And if it's a part of Hakari's curse technique, then Hana's curse technique should work, because again, it just extinguishes any curse technique. We see this with when Hana uses it against Sukuna. When Hana uses it against Sukuna, it actually stops Niue's attack, or it stops the full brunt of it. Niue being uh, Niue being Sukuna's curse technique, and even though Niue isn't some like physical thing, or like some physical curse technique like other curse techniques, like it's an actual living Shikigami, like an actual living being, it's still extinguished by Jacob's ladder. I'll send the scan for that now. But like don't interrupt me while I'm sending the scan, please. One sec.
Rizzhan, you're so funny, bro.
Okay.
So, man, can I tell you something, bro? You're good, man. You're good.
114, 214, 213. And then I'll just like answer the other questions you have about Jacob's ladder. 313. Continue. Hold you. This one. And then to answer the question you have about Jekyll's ladder, yes, Jekyll's ladder is a one-time thing inside of his domain. However, Yuta can use Jekyll's ladder outside of his domain. However, the reason why I'm highlighting the fact that he can use it inside his domain is important is because of the fact that inside his domain, Hakari can't escape Jekyll's ladder. It's a sure hit effect. It's a sure hit technique. So if it's a sure hit effect, Hakari can't escape this. And the prior things I said about how Hakari's curse technique functions are true, then it should just be the case that he's able to extinguish Hakari's curse technique. And then I also explained my win con. You didn't respond to that win con. That's completely fine. And then
Wait, what did you just say?
Wait 1 sec. I said I talked about my win con, like Yuta's win con against Hakari. That's irrelevant. Let me just finish what I'm saying.
Which was Jacob's ladder, right?
It wasn't just Jacob's ladder. Track what I said. But we can go
Wait,
in.
what? Oh, you're just gonna say I gave a win con, but I like.
Wait 1 sec. Wait, well, just let me finish let me finish
Cool.
what I'm saying. Like if you're confident, completely fine.
No, you said he would give Jacob's ladder, and then Rika would just bite him, or he would just slash him.
It's not all I said. What I said is that Yuta opens his domain. In his domain, and while Hakari is in jackpot, Hakari is unable to expand his own domain, meaning that they won't be able to engage in a domain class. Uh, Yuta uses Jacob's ladder on Hakari. After Hakari's curse technique has been distinguished, Rika will grab Hakari, then Yuta will slash both of Hakari's hands off, meaning that Hakari is not able to use domain expansion, meaning that Hakari won't be able to go into jackpot, and Yuta and Rika should win the fight.
Okay, so what I
let me just
said with extra steps. All right, I did track it, Rizzhan. Like, good for
no,
you.
you only track the
Okay, good for you, right? You gave the extra steps. He's
let
gonna
me
open his
at least
domain, then do
finish
it.
what I'm saying about let me at least finish what I'm saying about the switch training. Okay, so what you said about the switch training is stupid because we know that even if Yuta switches into Gojo's body, it doesn't mean that he's just elevating the curse techniques within the barrier techniques within Gojo's body. We know this because Yuji is able to learn domain expansion from being in Kusakabe's body. So he's able to learn his own domain from doing switching with Kusakabe. So if he's able to learn his own domain from doing switching with Kusakabe, which I stand all the scans in Scanstrat, that would lend credence towards the claim that Yuta is also going to be able to improve his own barrier techniques outside of his own body. And that's reinforced by the fact that Yuta literally says, yeah, uh, I've elevated my barrier technique through switch training, similar to what Yuji did. So no, it wouldn't just be exclusive to Goto's body. It would also be something that Yuta would be able to do outside something Goto's body, and its importance in a domain class. The reason why it's going to be important in a domain class is because we know that Hakari is like a domain is just a part of his curse technique. If that's the case, then in like in a regular class of domains, where like the conditions for the domain are already set, or uh, the activation speed is already set as a condition, that's going to change. So if Yuta has a better barrier, if Yuta has stronger barrier, then trivially he's going to be able to hold up in your domain class better than he would before. Meaning that number one, he'd either disrupt the hit of Hakari's technique, meaning the of Hakari's domain, meaning that Hakari wouldn't be able to get into jackpot. Or he could do something like get in a jackpot with Hakari. He could exclude Rika from the barrier, which we know is possible. I'll send the scan for that right now. You can exclude Rika from the barrier, and Rika can destroy Hakari's barrier from the outside, leading towards Hakari just being subject towards the sure hit of user's domain, which again would be another win con, but I'll just send the scan for that. Don't interrupt you, I'll send the scan as well. Yeah. There's also like the Maki thing. Yeah, that's fine. The Maki thing, and then there's a control. When do these guys expansion. Yeah, these are the techniques. Don't move.
Yo, Westbound, how badly are you losing?
Rizzhan's getting
He's
fucking
losing by.
worked. Rizzhan's
He is
getting fucking worked. Dude, he's like actually getting like barraged, right? This nigga's yet to respond to like 20 points. I feel so bad for this kid.
When you put the infinity, bro, don't tell me.
He tried putting up the infinity. He tried putting up infinity. I had to show him levels.
Oh man, poor Rizzhan. I always knew you were ass, but damn.
But yeah, send the scan. Okay, so I'll just continue on my explanation. Okay, yeah, like he's going to be able to exclude Rika from the barrier, and that Rika can just destroy Hikari's domain from the outside. We know that you can destroy domains from the outside. Kuroshi does it. I can send the scan for that as well. Yep, he does it here. So yeah, and then I just give the whole C control argument. Okay, so like the reason why I think that C control would be indexed
You
to
want me to
efficient.
repeat that? Wait, give the whole C
I
control
never said you
argument.
should repeat. I never said you
Are
should repeat
are
that.
you reading DMs, Rizzhan? No, I'm
I'm
just
not
fucking
reading
with you.
DM. I'm not reading DMs. I just told you that I'm gonna go over your C control argument. Jesus Christ,
Okay,
please, Brad.
okay.
Yo, who's DMs, man?
Go over the C
Okay,
control
so
argument.
I can show you my DMs. I don't have any
I'm
issues.
just fucking with you, Rizzhan.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead, bro. Respond.
yeah, I don't even need to like engage in any of the physics stuff. I mean, it's just like what's shown. So it's shown before that Yuta has a problem with actually, even though he has like basically infinite cursed energy with Rika, he has a problem with like actually maintaining uh that cursed energy, which obviously links into efficiency. And so if you Gojo's saying that yeah, your cursed energy control is sloppy and your cursed energy is all over the place, it doesn't just seem to be referring to like the types of actions Yuta can do with his cursed energy. It seems to be referring to yeah, like like how conservative or how like efficient is Yuta actually with the vast amount of cursed energy that he has. I'll also send the scan for when Yuta it said that Yuta bottoms out very quickly. One sec. And don't interrupt you while I'm sending this scan.
Don't interrupt you while you're sending the scan. I'm not interrupting you. You're not talking, dumbass. Also, send this chapter for this. Like all of these, by the way. Send the chapter for the new A shit that you made the claim on.
113.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally about it. Oh my god.
Rizzhan, you're a good guy, man. Rizzhan, you're a good guy.
Yo, Blue Marvel, bro, can you like help out Rizzhan? I think he needs your assistant.
Wait, I'm just gonna time out trouble if I have the BAMs. One sec. Trouble. Connect. You can go. Yeah, Ryu just like make it's either Ryu or Uro. They make a comment on Yuta bottoming out. While also stating earlier that Yuta has bottomless cursed energy. Or nearly bottomless cursed energy, which implies that okay, like if this guy has bottomless or nearly bottomless cursed energy, and then he shouldn't be bottoming out, which is a testament to his lack of C control and efficiency, which Gojo refers to. So if we have these two instances where they're making note of some sort of lack within Yuta's control or efficiency or whatever, then this just means that yeah, it's going to lend credence towards Gojo after you're talking about efficiency as well as control and accuracy. So yeah, that's completely fine. And the reason why control and accuracy will help you in a fight, and efficiency will help you in a fight, is because the more you're able to be efficient with your cursed energy, the less likely it is for you to again bottom out or lose this cursed energy, meaning that you're unable to fight. So if Yuta is able to be efficient with his cursed energy and use cursed energy for long periods of times, then he'll be able to hang with Hikari better while Hikari is using Jackpot. For the 4 minutes and 11 seconds, meaning that's going to be less likely for him to bottom out, meaning that he's going to be able to fight better trivially. So yeah, that's just going to help him in a fight. And what else we talk about? We talked about the Maki thing. Yeah, sent the scans for the Maki and Kenjaku thing. I sent like the scans for like Maki just outright stating that yeah, Yuta's not gonna be able to beat Kenjaku. I can note that like Maki hasn't even like encountered like Kenjaku in terms of when them having a fight. I don't even think Maki's like properly seeing Kenjaku up until this point. It's like, but she still thinks that Yuta loses to Kenjaku. It's like the whole love thing or the whole connection thing, whatever you say is relevant. If we have instances where like yeah, Maki is clearly being realistic about Yuta's power in relation to another person's power. So yeah, I have no reason to believe that she's not being realistic in this case about Yuta's power in relation to her, you know, Hakari's power, which again might not be some like end all be all. It might not render the statement false. However, like it gives us, some basis at least to reasonably call the statement into doubt. I think I already like adequately responded to the statement reinforcement thing. Well, so I need to respond to. Let me just look at the sounds. Oh yeah, I need to respond to this one. Okay.
I asked you for
yeah,
the chapters like 10 minutes ago, by the way.
yeah. For the chapter, I said 213.
No, send
for
it in
the
chat. I said.
Jesus Christ, I can't send them in chat right now. Like
I
my
got
phone.
you, Westbound. I got you. What chapters do you need?
The Noe stuff.
He needs 213 and
The
he needs 100.
hold on, the barrier collapsing. The claim he made about Rika.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah,
For like
yeah.
deep
I
stuff.
bet. Yeah,
That's
send all of those, please.
Okay, yeah. So
okay. Chapter.
okay, so yeah. Well, so, oh yeah, I was gonna talk about like the whole elevating barrier techniques thing. Well, Stakuna like just implies that yeah, Yuta's gotten has good barrier techniques, but then he also makes a claim about Yuta's reinforcement. Like he says, yeah, Yuta's is insanely durable as long as Yuta and Yuji are insanely durable. Not that Stakuna has had an encounter, well, technically an encounter with Yuta before when Yuji fought Yuta. They had an encounter. So yes, Stakuna would be able to make this comparison between Yuta then and Yuta now. And then like again, he just says like he elevates his barrier techniques. Oh, he has like very sophisticated barrier techniques. And then like you talked about, yeah, Hakari having experience with his barriers. That's completely fine. Like Hakari can have experience. The whole point is that Yuta has a way to counteract this experience via having elevated barrier techniques. We know that even though Hakari has like his barrier, even though like Hakari has had his barrier techniques ever since he's had his curse technique, he still doesn't surpass Gojo and Sukuna in terms of barrier techniques. Whereas Yuta has direct experience in Gojo's body while while utilizing Gojo's barrier techniques, which just gives him a better understanding of barrier techniques in general. But yep, I don't really think the Hikari curse technique thing really matters. And then what else do you need to respond to? Response to the Maki connection thing. Wait, let me just look at this again. If there's anything to do, let's go to the first idea. Going back to see you later. I'm just an idiot. Don't go thinking you've been recognized. Oh, something. That's fine. That doesn't prove anything. What else do I need to respond to? Wait, let me just check. Yeah, also like just one last thing about like the Maki thing. There's no reason for like a Maki to like be irrational in this scenario. If like Maki is like very calculated, like she's always somebody who's going to be calculating. It's like if she's always like calculating, even in relation to Yuta, even after the Shinjuku fight, like she calculates like which what Yuta did good and what Yuta did bad. She actually scolds Yuta. Like she scolds Yuta for the whole body swap thing. Okay, it's like if she's ready to scold Yuta, that just implies that yeah, she's ready to be hard on Yuta. But like, yeah. So yeah. I think that is what I need to respond to. And also I want to introduce something else. I just want to introduce the fact that yeah, it stated later on that Yuta is just second to Gojo. Hakari reduced to thought in the modern era, therefore Yuta would be above Hakari. I can get the scan for that. Don't interrupt me while I'm getting the scan. Yes, I am reading DMs. So.
What?
Bro's getting napped.
Bro,
I'm not
Wait,
reading
Rizzhan,
DMs.
what? Wait,
I'm
what?
not reading. I'm not
Wow, I
reading
didn't know.
DMs.
Wait, was that a Freudian slip? What the hell?
No, I'm not. I'm
Wait,
not reading
Rizzhan, don't
DMs.
leak our DMs, bro. Don't leak our DMs. What the hell?
Wait, bro, no, Nani. I thought it was just me. You're amping him too?
Yeah, we're all amping this kid, bro. He sucks too. That's crazy.
Oh,
Trouble, I'm going.
God.
Yeah.
No, me, Trouble, and Nani are all amping Rizzhan right now.
No, listen, bro. Like I amp Rizzhan, this guy with like one tap Westbound, but he just sucks. Bro. Yo,
I guess he's
Westbound,
not
make,
reading your amps or something then, because...
Westbound, bro. Make sure you read that chapter.
I mean, I was going to regardless, but thank
Can
you
we
for
get somebody
reminding.
else on the VC to amp Westbound so it's fair?
Wait, Rizzhan, you're my cancer. You're getting banned, bitch. What the hell?
Let me just get you this gun for a second to go, John. Then you can respond. Might have to go like soon.
What? What do you mean you have to go?
I
Oh,
said I
damn,
might
he
have to
pulling
go.
that tag. He pulling that tag. I love that, bro.
Rizzhan, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I got 20 arguments ready, bro. Don't go.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
You started this.
Don't
You
worry,
guys
bro.
don't even
You're the one
have
who's.
that much time. You guys don't even have that much time.
You're gonna lose,
We
Westbound.
already
You're gonna lose
passed
your
the 1
time
hour
limit.
limit. Can we just conclude?
Yeah,
it?
you
Just
okay?
Jesus.
So you
No,
guys
no,
get,
what? What? I
you guys
have no
get.
response.
Oh wait, you guys get 10 more minutes, bro. I'm gonna actually start timing it now. 10 more minutes.
No, I'm getting all my shit out. I'm getting my shit out really fast. Then you
Yeah,
can
get your shit
respond.
out now. Get your shit out now. 10 more minutes.
No,
Double
no,
time.
no, I'm
What?
gonna...
Wait,
We have
hold
to get
on,
this
wait,
done.
hold on, hold
Wait,
on,
wait,
hold on.
time.
This
Okay, wait,
stupid,
Westbound.
this stupid retard Spaz Kage is telling people that I'm trying to dox him. I don't even. What? Can anybody in here? Does anybody in here know about Spaz Kage? I have never asked for his face. I've never asked for his address. I don't care that much.
Listen,
And by
guys,
the way,
guys.
just to clarify,
You're
I already
wasting your
have his
time. You're
face.
wasting your time. You're wasting
By
your
the way,
time.
I already have his face. If I really
You're
wanted to
wasting
dox
your.
him, I
Oh my
would have.
god, you're wasting his time. You're
Yeah,
wasting your
that's the
time.
point, yeah. So
Like
Rizzhan can have time.
actual
Oh my gosh, Westbound, you dumb black bitch. You're wasting your time.
Also,
Like,
Rizhan's
oh my
trying.
Westbound.
god.
It's
I've
Mr.
Rizhan
Fuck,
is
invited
still
you.
going.
bro,
Rizhan is
fuck
still
this time,
going.
bro. You have 10 minutes. You have
Okay.
9 minutes, bro.
No, I'm getting no.
Okay.
You don't understand. I'm using this to my advantage. We're
Wait,
Rizhan
bro,
use
no,
as
just
much.
hold in infinity and then, like, talk for 10 minutes. Or...
No, Rizhan, don't worry. No. I like we're completely fine. Like Rizhan's been talking for the last what 20? I've been counting. Don't worry. I'm getting all of my shit done. By the time the timer's done, you're finished, Rizhan. I just want to tell you that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's fine. Where I don't understand like the whole time of things, but if I speak and then Westbound speak, do we still have 10
Oh
minutes?
my
Or do we
days. Like,
actually
just get your arguments out, bro.
Yo,
I'm
your
trying to
time
ask.
is you guys.
Stop wasting time, bitch.
You guys just have 9 minutes to conclude the debate. So
Yeah, 9
whatever you
minutes.
guys can get done within the 9 minutes.
Okay, yeah. So I have
Okay,
Get
I'm
it
until
done.
giving my
the next.
response. I don't care.
No,
You're
I
just
have
giving
no. I
like
have
hold on.
1,000
You're just
minutes.
prolonging the debate by adding more points. We don't have time. I'm gonna start now.
Nani, you
I'm
can't
gonna
do this.
start now. I'm gonna start now. I'm gonna start now. I don't care.
I wasn't finished responding.
Yeah, you're using dishonest debate or techniques in order to prolong the time.
I'm just gonna mute you because I don't know why.
What?
I can't even
Wait,
finish my.
wait, no. You're disqualified. You're disqualified. He's
Oh
disqualified.
my god.
Wait,
He's
Oh
disqualified.
no.
Save the recording. He's disqualified. Nani, he's disqualified. Save the recording. He
Oh
lost.
no.
He lost. He lost.
Wow!
He's disqualified. He's disqualified. You're done.
Who?
You're
What
out of here.
happened?
Save the
What happened?
recording.
What happened?
He used his perms. He used his perms.